Mama, don't let your babies grow up to ride Hondas. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cows and Coffee Podcast here on the Stony Ridge Farm. Absolutely gorgeous day here. Good morning. No bad news. There's no bad news to give you. Pretty amazing. You can turn on your television and not get bad news, isn't it? Guys, welcome to the farm. I'm going to step into the mini shop here, grab the tripod. We're gonna head out for a little bit of farm fun this morning. I anticipate a lot of vocalization from the cows today. I moved them yesterday morning onto a fairly large plot, and I did not move them yesterday evening. I'll have to move them twice today, but yesterday we only moved them once, so they are going to be a little bit grumpy. Guys, by the way, if you like the title of the video, this is a Honda Pioneer 1000. It is my good friend and neighbor John's. We are going to be testing this out for just a couple weeks, probably here on the farm. Just using it and comparing it to the side-by-side that I currently have, the Kubota RTV X1140. This is awesome. I mean, it's just awesome. I don't even know what else to say. There's a little something. I hear kittens. There's a little something in the works right now with Honda Power Sports and the Stony Ridge Farm. We are getting ready to fly out. I say we, me and another friend of mine are getting ready to fly out to Montana to test out some new Hondas. So I think that'd be pretty cool. The new Honda 1006 just came out. It's got, I think it's room for 6 passengers. That's what the 6 means, I think. Or it's the 6th generation. Not sure. Good morning, everybody. Eric, Plague of Badgers, Patriot Reef, Heavy Metal. Top of the morning to you. All right. So, we're going to zip over to the other side of the farm. Should be pretty easy, pretty fun. The only thing that I can complain about on this machine is that the cup holders are not big enough to hold a coffee cup. That's my first complaint, my first little whine, right? Cows and coffee. We gotta have a place to put our coffee cup. Welcome everybody, welcome. Morning Brenda, morning Dawn. Guys, tell me where you're watching, what you doing today, where are you watching from? What's your major activity of the day here on this nice hot Monday? It is going to be very toasty. We got a chicken. We got a chicken in the way. Look out, chicken! Look out! It's not why the chicken crossed the road. It's why won't the chicken get out of the road? Oh, goodness. I think it's time we put the chickens up. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick. All right, birdies, go ahead. I got the chickens out free ranging. Birdies! If I open up the coop door right here, I think they'll all run in. Let's see what happens. Birdies! Birdie birdies! Feed bucket's empty. I'll knock on that. Birdies! The usual isn't working. I got to run and get chicken feed for the chickens today. They're in dire need of feed. So hopefully, go ahead. Birdies! There you go. We got the majority of them up. Let's see if we can get the rest of them. Roundup time, kids. It's roundup time. Birdies, go ahead. Chasing chickens this morning. There we go. Everybody in. Everybody in. We got 2 more to go in. Good girls. I bet you didn't think I had the chickens trained just like the cows, did you? Oh, good times. So anyway, back to the Honda talk. Going to be going to Montana. I've got a farm sitter for a couple days. And going to drive out there and check out some stuff and take you guys along with us. So that'll be fun. These live streams are awesome. I love doing the live stream videos for you guys. So hit that like button as you're in here. Grab your coffee and let's go feed the cows. Ooh. All right, let's see if we can spill some coffee. thing is much, much more peppy and much quieter than that Kubota RTV X1140. So, Josh, the farm animal whisperer. Yeah. Watching from Oklahoma, Glenn. Where in the new coffee, is that a new coffee mug? Yeah, this is something somebody sent to me. Ditto Graphics sent this. So there you go. There's your marketing, Ditto Graphics. There's your phone number if you guys need coffee cups made, I guess. Making coffee now. Awesome. Not a long drive. We just have a little drive. We're going back. We're going to have a little bit of spotty service as we drive back over here. Again, I'm working on a Wi-Fi solution for the entire farm here. Save myself a bit of money. And I'm totally scared I'm going to spill this coffee. So my neighbor had this up on his property. I actually sold him his property. It's a 22-acre little plot of land, and he's going to make him a little homestead. And I saw this sitting out there at his property. I said, man, we need to put that in the shop building. So really, he agreed to let me do some reviews, ride this thing around, enjoy it, try it out, and also store it for him in a safer place where it's locked up. So this is kind of a good deed on his part and a good deed on my part. Pretty cool. Go ahead and turn the camera around for you guys so you can see where we are going. We're just cruising down the back roads here. A little foggy morning this morning. All the fog is burnt off. Probably see some turkeys or deer. Normally every morning I'll see turkey and deer right in here. It's right where we're getting ready to turn. We do have a security camera right over top of us. It alerts my phone whenever somebody drives by here. Oh man, if I didn't have a cup of coffee, we'd be flying right now. This thing straight up gets it. Josh, what does it say? Just got done watching tomato juice canning. Awesome. I'm glad you like that. Man, that tomato juice is delicious. I tried some different varieties also. I'm making a spicy mix next. So it's almost like Bloody Mary mix. Can hardly hear compared to the Kubota. Absolutely, man. The Kubota is so loud. This is where we always see deer and turkey. The Kubota is so loud that it just makes it unbearable to use all day long. I'm going to get rid of it. I love the machine, but again, we're testing out these Hondas to see if Honda's going to be the machine to have on the farm, and I think it is. Another thing is this is much lighter than that Kubota machine also. I do like having fuel consistency. I wish this was a diesel, but man, it'll straight up get it. All right, it's going to be a little spotty down here for just a minute, guys, until I get stopped. So hang tight. Hang with me. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Holy cow. 1,000 times better than that Kubota. This is more of a sporty utility vehicle versus the Kubota's much more of a work utility vehicle. This might be something that the farmer, the guy that owns the farm, takes for a drive out on the property, and then keep the Kubota for my helpers because it won't go much over 20 miles an hour. Farm Off Fanatic in the house. Good morning, Gino. How you doing, brother? John's brand of V8. There we go. So we're going to be moving the cows into this paddock right here. It's a little bit wider than the ATV, that's for sure. It's quite a drive over here. It's not a short drive. Cows are gonna be ready to move. I know they will. It's gonna be grumpy cow time. They're up there laying down though, so that's a good sign. All right. Nice. Park this critter. Look at that. You mean the gauge cluster is in front of the driver instead of in the middle like the Kubota, which makes no sense? I don't know, man. The cows are all up there. Let's see if we can get them mooing. Woo! Yeah, they're pretty chill this morning, so I expected that they would be quite upset for not moving them yesterday evening, but they're not. So that's a good sign. I don't need these sunglasses down here. Yeah, they're mooing. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. So, spider. No, thank you. No need. We're not eating the spider this morning. It's spider season in the woods, man. It just is. Woo, girls, come on. So I used to move them. The fence wire is right here. This is the coolest place on the entire farm. What we're trying to do here, we've got a couple hot days upon us, and we're trying to get the cows to the coolest place on the farm so that they continue to gain weight. When we get our cows and we put them in a stressful situation where it's a little bit too hot for them, they don't gain weight like they should. Oh, that's me stepping over a 4-foot fence. Told you I was a little tall. All right, so I'm gonna whip the camera around and show you guys we're walking up through quite a tight spot, and this is again one of the most remote parts of the farm, so we have pretty poor cell phone service over here, so bear with me. All the cows will be down here laying down later today. So I'll step on over here. Had to get over the fence. I don't dare walk through this tall grass right here. It will make me itch for the next 3 days. The grass mites and chiggers are really bad right now on the farm. This is what they'll have to graze. And I have a fence, a poly wire in the middle of the field blocking this off. So they only get this little 1.5 acres right here. Hey, girls. Morning, ladies. Just got me another spider web. Morning, ladies. How you guys doing? All right. Good trail treasure. Look what I found. All over the farm. Since I bought this property, all over the farm, I find glass, metal, garbage laying everywhere all the time. Oh, these people that back in the day, they just threw things down wherever they felt like it. They just tossed things around. I don't get that. I don't get trashing your own property at all. Morning, butthead. All right, so this is the waterer. We want them to have access to this section of pasture. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take loose the fence right here. I'm actually going to take it loose right here. Okay, take this guy loose. Let the cows walk on through. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, girls. There you go. They should go right down that way. That's what my suspicion is. That's what they'll do. But maybe not. Morning, Cody. This is Cody. Good morning, buddy. There goes Butthead. We got Mona. We want to check Mona's feet. Make sure she's okay. Woolly Bully here. They don't know that they can go all the way down. Morning, girls. There's Mona. She's still got a little bit of a limp, but not so bad. Again, I think she just sprained her ankle a little bit. Come on. Come on, girls. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. All right, now we got one final animal to go. Go ahead, Tammy. So they all just know. They just know to move. Isn't that cool? Service is no good. I know the service is no good right here, man. I know it. I apologize. Here goes Tammy. It's a little bit better service right here on this hillside. Good morning from Pine Tops. Jerry's in the house. Bill's in the house. Cody, George. Really look like an old bottle. Yeah, it's an old soda bottle. I have a Hustler diesel side by side and I feel your pain loud. Yeah, there you go. So everybody's moved over. I can actually take this wire loose here also. And that's probably what I'm going to do. We'll take this one and we'll hook it right here. Okay, so we're going to block off so they can't get back to where they were. Just like so. This provides the juice for the fence. Okay, it's coming from this direction and it's coming from that direction. We'll see. We're going to walk down in the bottom pasture here in a second and see that these cows are going to be in the bottom. I don't want to make this a high traffic area. So I'm actually going to take that loose and block this section right here. So that's what we'll do next. No power on this right now at all. Don't have to worry about getting shocked. Okay. Hook that guy in place. Take this one, put it right over here. And that way we don't end up with a high traffic area and dead grass. So we'll hook that right there. And that simplifies our process so much, guys. If you've been tuning into the old live streams, this is so much more simple than what we used to have. Now, let's test and see if we do have electricity. I'm just touching this to ground. And I'm not getting a real big pop right there. So I may have to double check my fence line up here and make sure that I'm getting the pop that I desire to keep the cows in. But you can see they don't care. They just respect this fence line. They don't push through it. It doesn't cause any problems. So Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Awesome, brother. Morning, Linda. Morning, everybody. Morning, Cliff. Keith from Florida. Good to have you in here, brother. Good to have all you guys. You guys see this is an old road bed right here. Okay. This will recover. All right. This will recover. We will have grass on this old road bed soon. But for now, it's not recovering. All that wet you see there is cow urine. So that means it's going to recover. We'll be unrolling hay bales down on top of this to help build the grass back up. This is the only spot that's a little wash on the farm. So, morning, Richard, Simon. Good morning. Good morning. So let's go down and see if the cows have discovered their new pasture versus just grazing up on the side of the hill here. All right. Okay, don't shock me. Don't shock me. There we go. We'll walk down here. Yep, they're already down here. Didn't take them too long. So the old road bed went through here and it went through here. I put a water bar in right here to divert the water that way or that way to help prevent washing. This was gully washed really bad and you can see it's starting to recover right there. So not into the gullies and I'm not into washing. I don't want my farm ending up in the Cape Fear River basin. I want it to stay here. So look at this. It's like somebody took a big old pepper shaker and shaked it out right here on the land. Good job, girls. Okay, I get a lot of questions about fence lines. Josh, do you mow your fence lines? What do you do about your fence lines? If you've got weeds still on the fence line, what do you do? Okay, I'll come through here with a weed whacker, typically, and I'll cut this, or I'll come through here with a Ventrac tractor, or I'll just simply snap the tops out of the weeds. Okay, it's just that simple. They're not going to seed out. They're not going to cause any kind of problem. I'll just take the weeds. This is dog fennel, and I'll just snap them off just like that. Okay, those are 7, 8 feet tall. That's all I got to do. So every morning I kind of do a little farm ride, a little farm patrol, and I'll come through and I'll break off some of these weeds. So Rick says I still need to get Tammy some carrots. Where is Tammy? She's up there in the woods hanging out. I see her way up there hanging out. She just has her own little idea about life, which is good for her. Awesome. Yeah, so we got some great grass down here, guys. This is the field that you saw me mowing in yesterday's video. Controlling weeds by mowing. I've been hit by electric fences a lot, Keith. Yeah, it happens. It's not that big a deal. Morning from Fly, Ohio. Good morning. Morning, everybody. 217 over here. Boy, 217's growing fast. Growing fast. This little heifer right here will stay on the farm. 217 will probably stay on the farm over the winter. She's a little heifer also. Got some good looking cows right here, guys. That's a good looking little heifer right there. She's a permanent staple here on the Stony Ridge farm. Chow down. This is the only cow that did not have a calf this year. Number 18. She's just a little too young. She's probably a 900-pound cow. We're just about getting to where we have a whole generation of animals that were born right here on the farm, guys. Pretty awesome. Awesome stuff. I do have 6 more cows that have been sold but prior to winter. So 6 more animals will be leaving the farm. We have 35 currently, so we'll have 29 and a donkey going into the winter, which is going to save us a little bit of time and a little bit of money, and it'll stretch our stockpiled forage just a little bit further. Awesome. You guys are just tuning in to the channel here. We move the cows typically twice a day on the Stony Ridge farm. This is a regenerative farm. What folks may or may not know, and these are things that I had to learn as a new startup farm. These cows, just eating the grass is stimulating. The saliva from the cows is stimulating to the grass to grow. So when they come through here and they graze, they mob graze, intensively graze an area that's about an acre, and they take the desirable plants and the not so desirable plants, and they get a full salad bar for delicious beef. You want your cows to have a good immune system? Don't give them just one type of grass. Don't give them just silage. Don't give them just corn. Give them a multi-species pasture like this, guys. So their hooves stimulate the root structure, and the eating and the chewing, the mastication here, breaking off the grass, stimulates the growth of the grass. So really cool, guys. Something that you can't do to this extent with a mower. What 6 are you selling, Kevin? I'll have to go through here. It's going to be a couple weeks before I sell them, but I'll go through and I will mark several cows for selling this year. So mostly brood stock for a good friend of mine that came down here yesterday, and we toured the farm. Was it yesterday morning? I think it was. Yeah, yesterday morning we toured the farm together, and he got to see the cows. I'll get a little bit more for him from a private individual, which is good. And I really just want to downsize the herd a little bit for the winter. We want to keep just a primo stock, right? Like this fella here, just a primo stock, and we'll probably get rid of some of the larger cows that are going to have babies again next year. So awesome. Building good genetics. Looks like that fix it guys in the house. Good to have you. Britt Tanner says, I remember watching you get pelted with that fertilizer in that field. Yeah, it was about 6 years ago, brother. It's the last time any of these fields have been fertilized. When I first put the grass seed down, I don't think I ever fertilized this field. I haven't fertilized this field since I've been here. So this field has been at least 30 years without any fertilizer. Look at this little cutie. Morning, guys. What if they're pregnant? Well, if they're pregnant, the guy that's buying from me is getting a double deal, a double whammy. I'll probably get rid of 2 of the brood cows, and the rest of them will be young heifers for him. Maybe a steer for him too. So every adult cow here should be at some stage of pregnancy right now. What you doing, little friend? Huh? What you doing? This is a little heifer. Come here, girl. You can be we'll be friends. If you are on YouTube, slap that like button. That's what Philip says. Don't smack your computer because you want to use it again tomorrow. It's awesome. Yeah, thank you guys over there on YouTube for tuning in. Pretty cool that we built up to 1,000 followers within 3 days of starting the channel, which is super cool. I'm glad you guys are interested in what's going on here on the farm, aside from all the equipment and all that stuff. Tool reviews, equipment reviews, cooking show. I mean, we do everything rural lifestyle here on the Stony Ridge. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Look at these girls. Good grass. It's so hard to believe how far this farm has come with the forage for these cows, just by having the cows out here and unrolling these hay bales. Get a lot of questions about why don't you bale your own hay? Well, right here's the reason. We're building soil. So in order to build soil and put more carbon in the land so it holds more moisture and feeds the land, we're just going to unroll hay for a couple of years. Philip said I was about to say Will Smith that like button. Do you have to give the calves any additional supplements? No. No, sir. Look at this cow. Hey, girl. Good girl. Good girl. As far as I know, I'm the only person on planet Earth that's doing an early morning cattle move and bringing people along live every day. So welcome, congratulations. Pat yourself on the back, guys. You're watching the only person on the planet right now that's taking you through and giving you a taste of the farm life. Pretty fun. This is Mona. Mona was the girl had a little bit of a sore right foot, as you can tell. She's not favoring that right foot anymore like she was. She's got a little bit of swelling in that right leg, but not bad. You can't hardly tell that she had any trouble. Wanda says, I've been doing one of my 1 acre yard, my new house, and the clay was left. Low budget planting flower. Awesome. Awesome, Wanda. Good for you. Look at this is a little curious fella. 216. You're right. You're pretty curious, huh? What you doing, little? Oh, a little curious. This is the newest calf. That's the youngest calf that's been born, and that calf, that's the one I carried across the road the other day. If you guys watched that video, I had to pick that calf up and carry it. 2 weeks ago, I was watching some of your old videos and thought how cool it would be to see a glimpse of everyday live, and now here it is. Awesome, George. That Fix-It guy in the house again. Guys, if you don't know who that Fix-It guy is, he's a real good friend of mine. I was in the Air Force. We were stationed together. We lost touch for about 15 years, maybe 10. And now we're in touch almost every day. Good friends again. And he started an awesome YouTube channel called That Fix-It Guy, where he goes, he's a plumber by trade, and he goes around and he does fix-it jobs for folks, plumbing fix-it jobs, and teaches others how to do their own plumbing jobs. And he does it at no cost most of the time to the people that are in need of help, which is super awesome. So go over to That Fix-It Guy's channel. Great dude. You'll love him to death. Tell him Stony Ridge sent you. Great guy. And he's on Facebook and on YouTube, just so you guys know. I've been coaching him through building himself a good YouTube channel, a good social media business. So, so this is the dog fennel that I mowed. The whole pasture looked like this. And as you can tell, these little calves love getting over in here and scraping around and playing in the grass. Helping is what it's all about, says Brian, that fix-it guy. Gus, good morning, Josh, everyone from Ephrata, PA. Josh, do you ever sell your breeding stock? Emma, you're late to the show, Emma. We were just talking about that. So I am going to sell off 6 cows. They're already sold to a gentleman who's starting his own first generation farm operation. So local guy. There's 216 again. Hey, Curious. Hey, little Curious. Meh. Let's see if we can get her to stop. I think it's a her. I don't see any. Yeah, I believe it's a heifer. A little young heifer. Hey. Hey. Cows do not like that noise, okay? That kissy noise. They do not like it at all. I think her mom is number 21. That's Blackjack. Or 22. I'm seeing 22 with quite the attraction to her. It's so good. Sorry, woke up in Australia. Awesome. What time is it down under? When and how do you wean the babies? Linda. I let Mother Nature wean the babies. So when mom decides it's time to wean, and that's when we wean. Okay. I don't put the undue stress that these calves don't need on them. I just let mom wean the calves off, and they'll slowly wean them off over time. They'll eventually get fed up with milk. So, Curious Georgette, no doubt. Yep. So I don't wean them, Linda. If I do wean, I wean to the trailer. In other words, we'll wean off. We took some steers to the market, to the cattle market, and weaned those off. Weaned them to the trailer. In other words, they were old enough to wean, so we loaded them up and put them on the trailer. That's it. There's a little something that we're seeing right here that I don't like. Right there. Okay. They call that the triangle of death. Okay. This is Mona, number 12. The triangle of death means that this cow's nutrition, his tummy isn't full. Okay. So they typically will carry their baby on this side, and they'll typically carry the food on that side. So she's not pregnant, and she's a little slim. So might be something to think about when it comes to getting rid of the cows. You see how fat this cow is? No triangle of death, okay? Big fat cow right here. Fat in the back end. And yeah, this is what we're looking for. Big, fat, chubby in the back, okay? I call it a tail gut. We got a couple of them with really nice tail guts. Hey, butthead. Oh, it's nice to get out here. Gosh, thank you guys all for being here. It's so nice to get out here and have you still interested in here. We got 245 people in here. Have you decided whether you're going with Aruba or Cisco for your full? I haven't. We don't even have the Wi-Fi yet, brother. Don't even have it here. So time will tell. But I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing, brother. Time will tell. I've got to see what my all of my options are, and I do have an IT guy that can help me out with that. A fellow that helps me out editing, and with some of the camera work from time to time. He's an IT guy, so he's got the knowledge that I need to accomplish that task. And then we'll share it with you for sure. So we'll walk over here. Let's just show you real quick. This is the fence, the electric fence that splits this pasture, right? Why are we down here in this section of pasture? We are down here because it's hot. The cows would be grazing in a different place right now if it weren't so hot outside. Temperature is supposed to be getting up to a little over 90 degrees today, and that's the hot wire. It goes right up through there, and right up through the woods and connects to the rest. So they're down here so that they can have all the shade, have access to all the shade that they need. This paddock goes to that waterer, and this paddock goes to that waterer. There's another waterer over there. This is a larger section, and the cows will be on this for one full 24-hour day, okay? So we can keep them on shade. So it's not only grass that we have to think about. We have to think about the comfort of the cows. And that's why we're down here on the bottom in the trees. Watching from the Philippines. Awesome. Jennifer says you're in God's country. North Carolina's second summer. Yeah, we thought it was supposed to be in the 70s all week this week. And then all of a sudden the weatherman changed his mind, which seems to be a fairly frequent thing. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, you have squandered another perfectly awesome morning here on the Stony Ridge Farm with me, Josh, the Stony Ridge Farmer. Thank you all so much for joining me here this morning. This is the routine for the cows today. Now I've got to go get on the skid loader. I got to drive some posts and get the water system set up on the other side of the farm, because it won't be long. These cows will be moving right back across the farm. We've got 62 separate paddocks for these cows to go through. That gives 30 days of rest between each paddock. They eat 1/3, they trample 1/3, and we leave 1/3. And that's how this farm works. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you guys next time on the Stony Ridge Farm. Probably be a live stream tomorrow morning. Also, a little cows and coffee for you guys. So if you have any questions, post them down there. And if I don't get to them, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get the cows to say bye. Woo! Woo! Just one way over there. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge. Be sure you share these videos. Homework assignment. Share these videos with like-minded people, especially if you're on Facebook. Just click share and plop it out on your channel, on your own Facebook. It's really helpful. Thank you. Take care, guys. See you next time.